Nazi sympathizer is fired from his job at a bar after being profiled in the New York Times, and now white supremacists are boycotting the restaurant and flooding it with bad reviews online. A Nazi sympathizer who was profiled in the New York Times last week has lost his job. Tony Hovater, 29, was the subject of a Times article published on November 25, which described him as the Nazi sympathizer next door, someone who would be an average Joe if it weren't for his extreme political beliefs. Hovater is a member of the Traditionalist Workers Party, which has been described as a white supremacist hate group allied with the neo-Nazis. Hovater himself has taken part in 2 white supremacist marches this year, but claims he's not racist. The Times article stated that Hovater was a welder, but readers quickly found out that he also worked a part-time job as a cook at 571 Grill and Draft House near his home in New Carlisle, Ohio. After the story was published, the restaurant's manager says that they received numerous complaints and threats about employing a Nazi sympathizer, so they decided to let Hovater go. His wife and brother-in-law, who also worked at the establishment, have been sacked as well. Hovater told the Times that the restaurant's owners decided to can me and that he's decided to move because of safety reasons. But in a statement, the restaurant said that Hovater himself suggested that we release him from employment because of the mounting threats. Due to these very disturbing threats, the employee who was featured in the article suggested that we release him from employment. We have done so and have also released his wife and her brother who also worked for us. We felt it necessary to fully sever the relationship with them in hopes to protect our 20 other employees from the verbal and social media threats being made from individuals all over the country, and as far as Australia. We neither encourage nor support any forms of hate within our establishment, a statement from the business, issued on November 29, reads. Since Hovater's firing became public, the restaurant has been hit with even more complaints and negative online reviews, this time from white nationalists and neo-Nazis who object to Hovater's firing. This place hates their white customers and promotes the rape of white women. They will be closing soon, mark my words, a Google reviewer named Josh Plua wrote. Others took their negative reviews to Twitter. Firing people for their political beliefs is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You're scum, Twitter user Younger Z wrote. The Daily Stormer, a white supremacist website, is calling on its supporters to leave negative reviews online, call the management with their complaints and boycott the business. A fundraising website for white supremacists has also raised more than $8,000 for Hovater and his wife as of Thursday. There have also been comments from people proud of the management for firing Hovater, who say they'll be stopping by to patronize the business soon. Nice rotating selection of beer and the pizza and burgers are good. But what I love most about this place is that the owner recently fired an admitted Nazi sympathizer after reading an article about him in NYT. Lots of negative reviews have coincidentally been posted here and elsewhere, don't believe it. Propaganda from a group of hateful dirtbags. It's 2017 and we're actually debating on whether Nazis are decent people, one Yelp user named Jennifer P. wrote. While the 571 Grill and Draft House is happy to be recognized by national news outlets for our 571 haystack burger, it's with a sad heart that we must reflect on a divisive political topic that has unfortunately darkened the doorstep of our small business. A November 25 New York Times article featured one of our employees. In the article, the employee shared his political views, specifically those of being a white nationalist. The article went on, illustrating some very disturbing images and thoughts from this individual. The 571 Grill and Draft House does not share any of these views with this person, nor was the owner aware of them prior to the publishing of this article. Since the release of this article, we have been swamped with phone calls and social media messages that are threatening and intimidating to both us and our employees. These hateful and disturbing messages are truly saddening to those of us who just want to serve delicious food and cold beers. Due to these very disturbing threats, the employee who was featured in the article suggested that we release him from employment. We have done so and have also released his wife and her brother who also worked for us. We felt it necessary to fully sever the relationship with them in hopes to protect our 20 other employees from the verbal and social media threats being made from individuals all over the country, and as far as Australia. We neither encourage nor support any forms of hate within our establishment. We have been in business for a very long time and have a great reputation for supporting our community, and want to continue to do so. We do not check political party affiliation of any of our patrons, and as such we are prayerful that members of our community understand that this has been a very difficult situation for us. We hope that you will continue to support us and our small family-owned business.